Good morning, Eli.
Morning.
I was worried that people weren't going to be able to find the tab with the new classroom model. Did you find it in the stream or did you find it under classwork folder? Or do you know, or does it, maybe it just shows up differently in the teachers than it does the...
I think it just shows up like in our classroom.
Okay. It looks so different to me. So I just was hoping it would. Did you get a notification in your email that I posted it? So everything looked exactly the same. Hey, Ella.
Hi.
Oh, I should say Ellis. You probably didn't even know who I was talking to. I got an email that a student asked me to cover 4, 6, 8, and 9. So I know that I'm going to cover those for sure. Hey, Stephen. So I will be covering those for sure. 4, 6, 8, and 9. Drive careful. I love you.
Well, I will love you.
But if there's others that you want me to do, I can certainly do that. And I was just going to start with the homework unless there's questions on some of the classwork from yesterday as well. I will just start on the homework then. We're all quiet and sleepy.
Miss Sparks, can you do 6, 7, and 8 on the yesterday's classwork?
Oh, okay. Yes. On this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On yesterday's classwork. All right. On number 6, the first thing you're going to do, the first equation is already in slope-intercept form, so you don't have to do anything with that. On the second equation, it's not in slope-intercept form, so you've got to get it in slope-intercept form because that's the first thing that you're going to do. So we'll subtract x from both sides. So that's going to give me minus y equals minus x plus 2. Whoops. I'm going to try to squeeze it in over here so I don't mess up my graph. And then I'm going to divide both sides by -1. And I'm going to get y equals x minus 2. All right, my first line, the y-intercept is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my slope is 1. So I would go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1. So my line looks like this. And then my second line is my y-intercept is -2. And my slope is 1. So I would go up 1, left 1. No, sorry. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. The lines are so small for Miss Sparks. Pretty line. So those two right there are parallel lines. So for parallel lines, what do we know about parallel lines and what the answer would be?
The circle with the cross through on it.
Yes, which just means 0 or no solution. Because parallel lines means that they're never, ever going to intersect. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 7. You got to get both of those in slope-intercept form. So let's see if Miss Sparks can write small enough. I'm going to take this first one down here. Subtract 3x from both sides. That gives me negative 5y equals negative 3x minus 35. So I'm going to divide both sides, or everything technically, by negative 5. And that gives me y equals 3/5 x plus 7. And this, I'm just going to subtract 2x from both sides. So that would give me y equals negative 2x minus 6. Are you all okay without me showing you each step? Can you figure out where I got that, or do you need me to show you those steps?
Can you show us the steps for this one?
When I subtract 2x, I just meant the steps to get it to there. Y'all need to see that one? And then I go up here. And that's what gives me that. All right. And now I'm ready to graph the line. Okay. So this line here, the y-intercept is 7. So I'm going to count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now my slope is 3/5. So I can travel in 2 negative directions or 2 positive directions. And I'm going to go up 3, right 5, or down 3, left 5. So if I go up 3, right 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one, my y-intercept is negative 6. So I'll go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my slope is negative 2. So I'm going to travel in one direction negative and one direction positive. So if I go up 2, that means I have to go left 1. 1, 2, left 1. And I really want to move toward that line because I feel that they're going to intersect. So I'm going to go up 2, left 1. Up 2, left 1. Up 2, left 1. Up 2, left 1. Whoops. Because I know that the premise behind this concept is that the lines are either going to be parallel or the same line, or quite possibly, or more than likely, they're going to intersect. So what I want to do when I'm solving, oh, I didn't want to go through there, did I? What I want to do when I'm actually solving the solution or drawing the line to solve it is I want to go toward, oops, I've really messed myself up now. If I've already graphed the line, what I'm trying to say is I really want to move toward that line. And it's this coordinate right here that is our intersection point, even though Ms. Sparks, when she regraphed it, didn't do too good on that. But that is the point. So let's count it because that's going to be the solution. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -5 is my x-intercept. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, not x-intercept, but x-coordinate. And 4 is my y-coordinate for the point at which the two lines intersect. And that is the solution. So if the lines are parallel, there's no solution. If they intersect, you want the x and the y coordinate for the actual point where they intersect. And if it's the same line, then it will be infinite solutions, and you'll use that infinity symbol. All right, number 8, x equals -2 is a vertical line. So I can just draw that. It's going to be a straight line. Through x equals -2. The second equation, we have to get into slope-intercept form. So you will subtract 3x from both sides, and that will give you -2y equals -3x minus 18. Then you're going to divide everything or each thing by -2, which will give you y equals 3/2 plus 9. Okay, so we've drawn our first line, and now we're going to draw our second line. The y-intercept is 9. So I'll count, oops, I forgot my little x down here. Sorry, guys. So I'll count up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I'm going to use my slope, which is 3/2, to plot the rest of my points. So I'm going to travel in either 2 positive directions or 2 negative directions, because 2 negatives equal a positive and 2 positives equal a positive. So when you've got your top number and your bottom number. Okay, so I'm going to go down 3 because I don't, and then left 2 because I really don't have a lot of room to move to go up. So I'm kind of forced to do the 2 negative directions. So I'll go down 3, left 2, because down is negative and left is negative. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I've already found my point of intersection, but I definitely want to draw enough points, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, to be able to draw my line effectively. So my point of intersection, which is my solution, is right here. That's my solution. So what are the coordinates? What's the x coordinate for that? Anybody tell me?
For number 7, I got no solution.
For number 7, you got no solution. This is yesterday's classwork.
Yes, ma'am. I got no solution for like the last 3.
So you got where they didn't intersect at all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you change them into, did you get the same equations that I got? When you changed your into slope intercept form, this is the first one.
Yep, I got both of those. I don't know why.
So when you graphed it, are you graphing the y-intercept? Are you graphing the 7 as a y-intercept or an x-intercept?
As an x or a y, sorry.
As a y?
I think I didn't.
And that's where you're
my fraction into a positive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. But yeah. So it is positive. So you kept it as negative?
Yes, ma'am.
So you traveled in one direction negative and one direction positive when you ended up drawing your lines?
I guess so.
Okay. Well, like I say, there's a lot, there's quite a few places to, just paying attention to detail will help. Does this help to go over it?
I'm just trying to find my mistake.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard for on which one, honey?
On number 7.
Did you find it?
I plotted the first one right, but I don't think I plotted the second one correctly. Possibly.
You plotted, well, I was going to say number 6 is no solution, so you were good there. Number 7 and 8, there are solutions. And I'm looking, the solution, so you're the only one, did you plot the x equals -2 correctly on number 8? Did you plot it as a vertical line?
Not as a vertical line. I think I just did a diagonal.
Okay. Well, x equals 2 is a vertical line. And like anytime it's x equals something, it's a vertical line. Anytime it's y equals something, it's a horizontal line. Can anybody tell me the coordinates where the green dot is for number 8? Because that would be our solution.
-6, -2.
Okay.
-2.
It's -2, but it's actually, I think, a +6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because you're going up on the y-axis. But you got the number right. But if you go up on the y-axis, it's positive. If you go down on the y-axis, it's negative. If you go left on the x-axis, it's negative. And if you go right, so you're looking at the origin, and the origin right here in the direction in the first and second quadrant, all of the y's are going to be positive because you're going up in this first and second quadrant here. This is the first quadrant. This is the second. This is the third. And this is the fourth. Your y's in the first and second will be positive. That your y's in the third and the fourth will be negative. Your x's in the first and fourth will be positive. And your y's will be, and your x's will be negative in the second and third. Kennedy, are you seeing, does this clarify for you?
I don't know what I did on number 7. Can we go over that one in class?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Tell me what your line equation is for the first equation. What did you end with? Y equals what?
3 over 5x plus 7.
Okay. And what did you end with for your second equation? Y equals what?
Y equals negative 2x minus 6.
Okay, so your equations are perfect. So it was somewhere in the graphing.
I'm guessing so.
Okay, but that's okay because, at least you're doing your equations right. That's 70% of the battle because we can fix the graphing.
Yeah.
Did you, when you're looking at your lines, Sweet Pea, on that first equation, I did try to do that. That equation is graphed in pink. Would you say that your y-intercept is going through about the same place on that equation? No, actually, I'm so sorry. The second, yes, the first equation is in pink. Yes, ma'am. Would you say it's going through the 7?
Part. I think it's just the second one that I messed up on, and I don't know how.
Okay. Perhaps could be maybe the negative slope. It should be falling from the left to the right with a negative slope. Is your line falling? Or I could look at, like you say, I can look at it in class tomorrow. Just bring it to me and we'll look at it together.
Okay.
And see if we can't find it. Okay, baby?
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay. No problem.
I'm just gonna leave negative 6.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. That's perfect. All right. I am going to start on the homework. I definitely want to make sure everybody knows I'm going to hit 4. I think, let me see what it was. I think it's 4, 6. Four, 6, 8, and 9. For sure. Is there other ones that you want me to do?
You said 8, right?
4, 6, 8, and 9. Yes.
Okay.
On the homework.
Can you do 1?
Yes, I can do 1. And Mary Faith, you sounded like you had 1.
Yeah, and 7.
1. Oh, and 7. Okay. All right. So 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the ones I'm doing for sure. I'm going to hit those. And then if we have more time, I'll go back and do the rest. Okay. Good news on the first one. Both of those are in slope-intercept form, so I literally have to do nothing to the equations. All I have to do is graph them. So the first point that I want to plot is what?
-1.
Yes, -1, which is the y-intercept. Good job. Thank you, Kennedy. So I'm going to go down 1 on the y-axis because that's the y-intercept. What is the coordinate of the x on a y-intercept? Anybody tell me?
0.
Yep. Perfect. Good job, guys. It is 0. All right. So now to plot the rest of the points for this line, I'm going to use the slope. What is the slope for the first equation in number 1?
2/3.
2/3. So that means I'm going to go up 2 because it's rise over run. So I'm either going to go up 2 and right 3, or I'm going to go down 2 and left 3. So I'm going to start with my up directions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Up 2, right 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 2, right 3. And then I'm going to go down 2, left 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Down 2, 1, 2, 3. Down 2. And then we'll connect our dots. All right, now the next one, what's the y-intercept for the second equation?
+4.
+4. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you plot that first. Now what's our slope for that one?
-1/1.
Yes, -1/1. And I like the fact that you're remembering that it's a ratio. Good job. So if it's -1/1, that means I'm going to travel in one positive direction and one negative direction. So if I go up 1, I have to go left 1. But if I go down 1, I want to go right 1. And once again, I just want to remind you, you want to travel toward the line. So even though I'm going to go up 1 and left 1, just to kind of give myself, you know, a little bit of a guideline to go that way, I really want to focus on traveling toward the line because the solution is where the two cross. So that's what I'm really looking for. So I want my heavier line or points to be toward the actual line so I can see where they intersect because the solution is where they intersect. So this point right here is where they intersect. What are the X and Y coordinates of that point?
1 and 4.
Is it
Well,
3?
1 is
3 and 1?
Yeah, it's 3 and 1. It is 3 and 1. You were over just 1 on that. And don't forget the Y coordinate goes, or the X coordinate goes first. Yeah, you were over just 1 on that. It's hard to tell on these lines. 1, 2, 3. But it is 3 and then up 1. But the X coordinate goes first. It's when you're writing an ordered pair, the X coordinate goes first. When you're dealing with slope, you count the rise or the Y first. And so just making sure you clarify that, that's the difference. With slope, the Y is on top. When you're writing an ordered pair, the X is on the left. So each one gets a chance at going first, I guess you could say. In the slope, you're going to deal with the Y first. And when you're writing ordered pairs, you're going to deal with the X first. Okay, on number 2. Number 4. Let's go to number 4. You have to put it in slope intercept form. So I'm going to start with, I got to subtract 5x from both sides. So that gives me 2y equals negative 5x plus 4. Now I'm going to divide everything by 2. So that's going to give me y equals negative 5 over 2 x plus 2. So there's the first one. And then I'm going to go up here. 9x plus 2y equals 12. I'm going to subtract 9x. I hope can y'all even see that? From both sides. That gives me 2y equals 9x, negative 9x, plus 12. Now you're going to divide everything by 2, which gives you y equals negative 9 halves x plus 6. All right, so this one turns into negative 5 halves. Actually, I'm not going to write that one there. So now we have actually this one. And I'm going to bring this one down here and write y equals negative 9 halves x plus 6. And I'm going to erase this so that doesn't get confusing. And everybody think that that's for number 2. But those are the, I would have normally had to do this on a separate sheet of paper because I wouldn't have been able to fit all of that in there, I don't think. But those are your lines in slope-intercept form, and that's what you have to do first. So now that we have them there, let's graph the line number 1, which is y equals negative 5 halves x plus 2. So what is the y-intercept for that one?
2.
2. Good job. And now the slope is negative 5 over 2. So that means I'm going to travel in one negative direction and one positive direction. And so it's rise over run. So if I go up 5, I'm going to have to go left 2 because up is positive and left is negative. So I'm going to do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then left 2. And now I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And left 2. Right 2, I mean. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right 2. And another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is on these, you really want to plot enough points. Like, you know how a lot of times I said in the previous chapters, you really only need a couple of points to draw a line. I would definitely plot enough points that you're going to see exactly where those lines are going to intersect. So you're probably going to have to be plotting more points than we have in our previous chapters. Okay, now for the second equation, what is the y-intercept for that one?
+6. +6.
Yes, +6. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. And the slope is
Negative 9 over 2.
negative 9 over 2. Good job. So that means I'm going to travel in one positive direction, one negative direction. It's going to be very difficult on this to go up 9 and left 2. So I'm going to go down 9 and right 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and right 2. And then I don't even think there's 9 more spaces, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's going to be way over here somewhere. So I really only have about 2 points on that one. So where do those two cross? What point is this right here?
2 and negative 3.
2, negative 3. Good job. 2, negative 3. Good job. Y'all are doing great. Okay, number 6. Trying to figure out where I on number 6, there's so much to be done when you have to put them in the slope intercept form, and I'm trying not to bunch all this stuff up for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to subtract 5x from both sides. You've got 4y equals negative 5x minus 12. You're going to divide everything by 4. That's going to give you y equals negative 5 over 4x minus 3. So that one is y equals negative 5 fourths x minus 3. So now we'll work on the second one. We've got 3x minus 4y equals negative 20. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. It's going to give me negative 4y equals negative 3x minus 20. Divide everything by negative 4. Y equals a positive, because we have a negative divided by a negative, a positive 3/4 x. Negative 20 divided by negative 4 is a positive 5. So my equation for that one is y equals 3/4 x plus 5. All right, let's go back to our first equation. y equals negative 5/4 x minus 3. What is the y-intercept for that one?
Five.
Oh, well, that's the second one that I just did. I went back to that one, but this one right here, yes, it is 5. I'll just, since you said that and you're on that one, I'll go ahead and graph that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what's the slope?
3/4.
3/4. So I'm going to travel in 2 positive directions or 2 negative directions. So I'm going to go up because you deal with the y first when you're dealing with the slope. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my first, that's actually the second equation. And now to the first equation, this one right here. What's the y-intercept on it?
-3.
-3. And the slope?
-5/4.
-5/4. So that's mean I'm going to travel in one negative direction and one positive direction. So if I go up 5, which I really want to move toward that line, remember, because I'm trying to find where they intersect. So I definitely want to move toward that line. I'm going to go up 5. That means I've got to go left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my second line. And this is where they intersect. What are the coordinates of that point? Remember to start with the x. Where are you on the x-axis?
Four.
-4, because you went left. -4. Because this is the origin, and when you go left, you're going negative. When you go right, you're going positive. So now we're going up on the y-axis to find out where it is on the y. So it's going to be positive. Where are we?
+3.
I just counted 2. Because this is 0, and this is
yes,
1, and this is 2. I know it's really hard to read, and I get that. Sometimes I have to actually draw a little box so I can count better, but it's -4, 2. Just be careful counting. So the solution for number 6 is -4, 2. All right, number 7. So we have y equals 5. I know we've got x minus y equals 1, but I'm going to go ahead and graph that y equals 5 because that's pretty easy. We don't have to change it into slope intercept form. We don't have to do anything because I can look at that and and know that that's going to be a horizontal line at y equals 5. So I'm going to count up 5. That means every y coordinate is going to be 5. So no matter what the x is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Speaking of counting, the struggle is real. So there's this second line already plotted. The first one I have to change into slope-intercept form. X minus y equals 1. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. That gives me negative y equals negative x plus 1. Divide everything by negative 1. So that's going to give me y equals x minus 1. Okay, so the y-intercept is negative 1. And my slope is positive 1. So that means I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. And remember, I want to move toward my line because I'm looking for where they intersect, because that's what the solution is. The solution is where they intersect. So if I can move that direction, that's what I want to do, and I hit it. Then I want to go a couple directions this way just so that I can make a good line. And they intersect right here. So what are the coordinates of that point? You automatically kind of know that the y is going to be 5. But what's the x?
6.
6. Good job, Eli. So the coordinates are 6, 5. Okay, number 8. Yay, the first one's already in slope-intercept form. Praise the Lord, right? The second one, we're going to get it into slope-intercept form. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. So now I have negative 4y equals negative 3x minus 40. I'm going to divide everything by negative 4. So that's going to give me y equals positive 3/4 x, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And negative 40 divided by negative 4 is a positive 10. So it's y equals 3/4 x plus 10. All right, so we're going to plot the first equation here. What is the y-intercept for that equation?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So we'll plot that first. And what is the slope? Oops.
Negative 2.
Negative 2, which means I'm going to travel in one direction negative and one direction positive, starting with the y. So if I go up 2, that's positive, I'm going to go left 1. So up 2, left 1. 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 If I go down from my y-intercept, I'm going to go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. And just reminding you again, a lot of times I plot a lot of points when it comes to these because I want to make sure I have enough points to kind of really be crystal clear on where that intersection point is, because that is the solution, where they intersect. So on this second equation here, what is the y-intercept on it?
4. Negative 4.
On this one. On this one. Right here.
10. Positive
Yes,
10.
10.
Yes.
Yes, positive 10. Good job. So that's all the way up here, believe it or not. And our slope is a positive 3/4. So that means I'm going to travel in 2 negative directions, which would be down and left, or I'm going to travel in 2 positive directions, which is going to be up and right. Well, really no place for me to go up and right. So I'm going to go ahead and do down and left. And I also want to travel toward the other line because I'm looking to see where they intersect. 1, 2, 3, left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there she is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the point of intersection is right here. And I'm just drawing these extra lines to kind of help you guys count a little better on Math Lab. You do not have to do that, obviously. I'm just trying to help you guys identify what those points are. So we know the x-coordinate's going to be negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. And the y is going to be positive because you're going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that making more sense to you guys? Does it help that I drew the little right angle?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, number 9. All right, neither one of those are in slope-intercept form, so that's the first thing that we have to do. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. Do y'all like seeing that done? Is that important for me to walk those steps out to everybody? When I subtract the 3x from both sides, is that really important? Helpful?
Kind of.
Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Because I think we know the steps well enough.
Is y equals 3/2 x plus 8. The second one is y equals opposite of x minus 7. Okay, so this one, when we plot that, our y-intercept is 8. And our slope is a positive 3/2 x. So that means I'm going to travel in 2 positive directions or 2 negative directions. So I'm going to travel up or down first. So if I go down, I don't have a lot of place to move to go up. So I'm going to go down 3 and then left 2. Down 3, left 2. Down 3, left 2. And on this second one, my y-intercept is negative 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my slope is negative 1. So that means I'm going to travel in one direction positive and one direction negative. So if I go up, I have to go left. So I go up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. There she is. Up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, because I want to get just past that line so I can make a good line. And the point where they intersect is right here. So what is that point? What is that point right there? What are the coordinates?
-6, -1.
For number 9, what are the coordinates of the intersection point?
-6, -9, or -1.
-1, -6.
Anybody tell me? What the ordered pair is? Anyone? Anybody out there?
-6, -1.
How far did I go over to the left on the x-axis to get to this green point right here?
-6.
Are y'all with me?
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
It is? What's going on?
-6.
Yes, -6.
And -1.
And -1. Good job. Mary Faith, can y'all see everything okay?
Yeah, I can see
Or
everything.
did it?
fine.
Okay. I was going to say, I didn't know. Did I go blank for a while?
No.
Oh, okay. It is -6, -1. That is absolutely correct.
I don't think you could hear us.
Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ellis. I wonder what happened. Gotta love the internet. Oh, okay. Thanks, Eli, for letting me know. I swapped back over. Okay. I don't know what was going. I don't know what was going on. Gotta love the internet. Technology is a blessing and a curse sometimes. Okay. So those are the ones that I know for sure that people requested. Let's talk about these questions. If a linear equation has one solution, what does that mean about the two lines? If it has one solution, what does it mean? That would be like number 9, number 8, number 7. What are those two lines doing?
Intersecting.
Intersecting. Good job. The lines intersect. If a linear equation has no solution, what does that mean about the two lines?
Parallel lines.
They're parallel. Good job. And if the system of equations has infinitely many solutions, what does that mean about the two lines?
Same line.
They're the same line. Good job, Eli. That's really, 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 really important to know. The lines intersect. The lines, whoops. I need to draw that there. The lines are parallel. Or the lines are the same. Any other questions about yesterday's classwork or today's homework?
Can you do number 5?
Yeah. Only one of those has to be put in slope-intercept form. And that's the first one. So I'm going to do that down here. 2x. Once again, I'm going to ask this question. I think Eli said I couldn't hear anybody earlier. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, Miss Sparks. Is it really important to show all the steps? Are y'all still needing me to do that? Every single where I'm subtracting 2x from both sides and stuff like that. Is that really important? Y'all like seeing that done? That's a yes or
I think
no.
so.
Okay, great. Thank you, Eli, for letting me know. Now I'm going to divide everything by 6. That's going to give me y equals -2 over -6. That, first of all, I know it's a negative divided by a negative. So that's going to be a positive. But I also know that's a fraction that can be reduced. Can anybody tell me what that can be reduced to?
1/3.
1/3. Good job. 1/3. So it's 1/3 x. And then 30 divided by -6 is -5. So my new equation in slope-intercept form is 1/3 x minus 5. And hey, just a reminder of the last unit. I already know these lines are going to be parallel. How do I know that?
Because they have a negative slope.
Well, not because they have a negative slope, but because they have the same slope, right? I mean, yeah, if it was a negative slope, yes. But yes, because they have the same slope. What is the slope? What is the slope for each of these?
1/3.
1/3. So I already know they're going to be parallel going in. So I still need to plot them, but lines that have the same slope are parallel. So the first one, the y-intercept is -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm really proud of you, Eli, for knowing that it had to do with the slope. Good job. Good call. It's just that they have parallel lines have the same slope. So up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Down 1, left 3. Down 1, left 3. And the second one, the y-intercept is 1 with the same slope. Up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Down 1, left 3. Down 1, left 3. So what is the answer if the lines are parallel? No solution. Okie dokie. That leaves a few for you all to try on your own. I know you can do it. Leaves you 2, 3, and 10. I know you guys can do it. So try those, and we'll see how you did in class tomorrow. Okay? One other thing I want to point out in number 10, though, before I go, this x equals 5. Anybody tell me what type of line that is? It's either going to be horizontal or vertical. Which one is it? All the x's are going to be 5. So think about that and visualize that in your head.
Horizontal.
If all the x's are going to be 5. It doesn't matter what the y is. All the x's are 5, so it's going to be vertical. Does that make sense? Every single x, no matter what, okay, is going to be 5, no matter what the y is. So that makes it a vertical line. running through the x coordinate of 5 the whole way through. So there's one line drawn for you for 10. But that gives you 3 problems to try to graph. Okay? Y'all have a blessed afternoon. Blessed rest of your morning. Thank you so much for coming to Math Lab.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all take care. Love you guys. Bye.